In this video we will talk about IP and Wi-Fi cameras. These are very popular cameras, probably the most popular cameras in our country. We won't be doing a review. There are plenty of videos on the internet where you can see them, see how they work and how they connect. In our video we will talk about the drawbacks. The thing is, many people want to solve the issue of budget surveillance with these cameras, but they end up disappointed, and the surveillance turns out to be not so budget friendly after all. And that's what we will talk about. Before that, I want to say that our sample is standard, classic, recording in HD format at 1280x 720 pixels. The same cameras are available in full HD. There is a two-way communication system here, meaning it has a built-in microphone and built-in speakers, so that you can say something to those near the camera from your phone or computer. The recording is also done on an SD card. The camera is IP and Wi-Fi in general the most standard model. The list we have prepared for you is indeed based on the opinions of our clients over many years of work. So the first drawback of such cameras is the paid CMS. The fact is that about approximately 80% of these cameras have paid CMS. In other words, CMS is basically a program through which you will watch video from a computer or phone. In other words, roughly speaking, you will need to pay just to view the video from your computer or phone. Sometimes a one-time fee is paid for software, and sometimes a monthly subscription fee is charged. However, there is a way out. You can look for a cracked CMS, but of course there's no guarantee it will suit your needs. Another downside is the recording on the SD card, which is present here. A maximum of up to 32 gigabytes is supported, but the thing is, even with 32 gigabytes, recording at the maximum resolution will last for only 1 day. So as you can understand, recording for just 1 day is, to put it mildly, not enough. Many try to get out of this situation by connecting these cameras to computers via the Ethernet port, but another problem arises. The fact is that a computer's resources are not designed to operate 24 hours a day, and you will quickly wear out both the computer itself and the hard drive. Some people try to get out of this situation by setting up cloud recording, but again, this is a paid service and there is also a monthly subscription fee. A more professional solution to this situation is to purchase a DVR with a hard drive or a video server. Another drawback of these surveillance cameras is the range of the Wi-Fi. In other words, you have probably wondered, if you want to purchase such a camera, about the distance at which it will actually work. And unfortunately, this question remains rhetorical because there is no definitive answer on the range at which these cameras operate, as it depends on several factors. The most important factor is your Wi-Fi router, to which the camera will be connected. In 90% of homes and offices, the cheapest and weakest Wi-Fi routers are typically installed because they are provided by the internet service providers, who naturally have no interest in giving you any powerful models, and generally, therefore, when purchasing this camera, you might find yourself in a situation where it only works within the confines of 1 or 2 rooms. Moreover, if you decide to go and buy a more powerful router on your own, you will also encounter a number of problems. I'll share a real-life example. A good friend faced a similar situation where he needed a more powerful Wi-Fi source. He spent a long time browsing the internet, reading instructions for Wi-Fi routers, and eventually settled on a fairly powerful TP-Link router model. The description for this model on the manufacturer's website stated a Wi-Fi signal range of 200-300 meters. In practice, it turned out that a regular panel Wi-Fi signal did not work through 3-4 walls. Our acquaintance called TP-Link technical support. Why the site says 200-300 meters, but in reality it's 15-20 meters. The technical support responded that 200-300 meters is possible in ideal vacuum. That is, when there are no walls, when the weather is perfect, when there are no other Wi-Fi networks, when the electromagnetic field is adequate, and so on. So, before choosing a powerful Wi-Fi router, definitely call and consult with technical support to see if this Wi-Fi router is suitable for you. Another drawback of these cameras is that they are designed only for indoor use. Many people forget, install them in cold warehouses, and these cameras fail at below 0 temperatures. The fifth drawback of this camera is its very weak two-way communication. The fact is that many people, when purchasing this surveillance camera, hope to listen to their employees. In fact, for you to actually hear what your employees are literally saying, the camera needs to be practically right under their noses, meaning at least on their desk. And if the camera is installed in a corner of the room, you will just hear some mumbling, which will be very hard to make out. The same goes for two-way communication. If you want to say something to your employees, they will hear some mumbling from the camera. This means you will also need to acquire a microphone and speakers in order to make this system just a bit more efficient. And another last drawback of this camera we mentioned is indeed the complexity involved in setting it up. That is, despite the large amount of tutorial videos on YouTube, they may not always be suitable for you because the settings are very individual, especially if you are not very familiar with the network settings of your computer, and configuring this camera will cause you certain difficulties. Nevertheless, despite these drawbacks, the camera remains very popular in our country. If everything we listed does not seem like a significant drawback to you, then it is quite possible that the camera will be absolutely perfect for you and will definitely meet your specific needs. If these drawbacks are significant for you that you might find, we can recommend purchasing a high quality and reliable ready-made surveillance kit, which already includes all the necessary components that don't need any configuration, where you don't have to pay for anything, just take it out of the box and plug it in. That is, it includes a video recorder, cables, and outdoor cameras. You can also equip it with a microphone if desired, as an option if you wish to listen to your employees. As with all budget solutions, you end up paying very little for the camera itself, but you get a number of headaches that you will need to solve. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and like the video if you enjoyed it, and share it with your friends.